Hi, my name is Courtney and I am an LA-based wardrobe stylist, model, and blogger. Less is more. And layering. Like if you do want to add, if you have a little bit of a more like eccentric style, then just adding on, starting with a basic piece. I love a little black dress, turning that into something. You can always add a belt, add a cool shoe, add accessories, a coat. It's so I would think I'm very simple in my style. So I am obsessed with cheetah print. I don't think that there's a time that it's not. I consider that like a classic
print.
Yeah.
How many items in your wardrobe do you think
are cheetah?
Yes, cheetah.
A lot. Like I have 2 cheetah furs. I have this skirt. I almost bought another cheetah skirt the other day.
Oh my gosh, I have to stop myself.
Yeah, I got cheetah boots. These like Mark Fisher cheetah boots for Christmas that I really wanted.
Oh my god.
That I haven't worn yet. But yeah. So I was at community college. It's like at least 6 years ago, I think. And yeah, I was just at a like crossroads. I was trying to figure out what to do. And it's like I didn't want to take the same math class for the second or third time, and I was like, I'm not paying for this again, so let's try something different. I really have always loved fashion. I just like told my mom, I was like, I'm just gonna give myself a year. Like I'm going to give myself a break from school, and if nothing happens with my dream for styling in a year, then I'll go back. And I ended up, I was also at a 9-to-5 job that I didn't really like. I was a manager of a retail and gown shop in the fashion district. And I didn't like the people there. I didn't like the whole vibe. And so that was, I was like, something needs to change. So I would apply to different things on my lunch break. And I ended up seeing on Craigslist a celebrity stylist intern needed, and it didn't say who or what. And so I was just like, okay, let me just shoot them an email. And then within like 20 minutes, I guess one of the assistants responded and was like, when can you start? And so I was like, cool. Like I was like, ASAP. And so then after that happened, the day that I got let go from my retail job, the next day I started that internship. And I found out that he was pretty big then, but he's really big now. And he's styled at the time. He's Zendaya's stylist, Ariana Grande. I did my first music video interning for one of her music videos.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, it just went from there. After I worked there 2 months with no pay and just learned everything I could. I would be the intern that was like, oh, I'll stay later, or I'll do this, and yeah, it just, from there on, everything was referral based after that. And
cool.
So I've been freelance ever since. I think for me, I'm kind of in the middle. Like I feel like if I was like, oh, I'm from Alabama and I'm coming here to like follow my dreams, I think that I would maybe be a little bit more motivated. Like I feel like the people that aren't from here, I'd be like, okay, I have to. Yeah, and sometimes like it's just a lot of people are competing for the same thing. Mm-hmm. So it's very hard because you're like, okay, you turn the corner, it's like, oh, there's another model, there's another wardrobe stylist, there's another actor. And coming in fresh, it would be a different perspective, I think. But I also like it because I am in LA, and for me, fashion, it's either LA or New York. And I just like grew up in that world. Like my grandma was a seamstress.
Okay.
And so she worked with a lot of the Hollywood starlets of that time. And she always used to make our clothing growing up. Like me and my sister had like matching outfits.
Oh.
She would make our Halloween costumes every year. She would be like, what do you want to be? And I'd be like, oh, a mermaid or whatever. And then she would make it.
That's cool.
And so yeah, I think I got like obsessed with just like, oh, like we're going here. Like let me at like 10, I was like, what am I gonna wear?
Yeah.
And so like that was always my first, still is always my first question when I get invited somewhere. I would say an internship, whether it's paid or not, or some type of assistant position where you can really learn everything about it, because it's not as glamorous as people think. Just, find out if that's something you really want to do, and I think learning from someone else, because it's a very hands-on environment, yeah. My favorite makeup tip is concealer, and like that's like a lifesaver if you're, had a long night the night before, or just have dark circles or like bags. And I recently started using the Tarte Shape Tape. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, that one, just concealer in general, it's a lifesaver. I love rose water.
Rose water spray?
Yeah, so I can't remember the brand I use, but I love rose water because you can use it in your hair, your skin, and like gives you that glow and moisturized look. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people just exist, by Oscar Wilde. That is one, because even the closest people to me, I'm always just saying, just like, life is too short. We've got to I'm like the spontaneous, like, let's go to Disneyland, or let's go like to a trip or whatever. So yeah. I think just because in my personal life I've had recently some deaths and stuff like that, and just like even our pets getting sick in the last couple of years and passing away, it's just like, you gotta do it. Like whatever you wanna do, just go for it. So I just started a blog a month ago, and the page is called See the Blog, but you can find the blog on CourtneyWelch.com, which is my stylist page. It's basically, it has everything that I love. It's style, it incorporates Disney, because I'm like a Disney fanatic, and food. I'm a big foodie, so. Well, honestly, when I was in my earlier 20s, and then I did start one, but I wasn't as consistent with it. And I think even back then, I was just like, I cared what people thought more, like a lot of us do when we're in our early 20s, just trying to transition into adulthood. And so I would be like, oh no, I don't look good in that photo, or this, or I have to, like, I would want everything to be perfect. And I'm a perfectionist, like when it comes to my own stuff. And so, or when someone hires me on a job, I'm like, okay, I want it this certain way. So just backing off from that and just going for it, I feel like I have a different mindset. And so I'm like, if something doesn't come out exactly how it should, it becomes more relatable and more real, because none of us are perfect anyway. I love Mexican food, so I would probably say El Coyote in West Hollywood, or Mahari's is a family-owned business that our family's known since my mom was born, I think, and that's in Pasadena, called Mahari's.
Okay.